Hello and welcome along. Flying solo tonight. Flying solo tonight. My good buddy and left-hand man, Mr. Perrin, has got real life to deal with, and that always comes first, although he is in the chat just giving us a bit of support there. But he's got a bit on his plate he's got to work out. So hopefully that'll happen and he'll be back in the nearer future. But yeah, that's life. As we say, we shall hold our head higher as we walk through this dilemma of YouTube. So I hope everybody's feeling pretty good, had a good week. Daniel, welcome also. Maybe Dr. No, maybe, you never know. You never know. Wee Scott. Hello, how you doing, mate? Haven't seen you for a while. Next year. Oh, hang on. Next year. Next year's already here. Later on in the year, mate. That's when that transition will happen. It will be put it under the hammer and away we go. Dr. No, what? Don't tell me you've been watching the bloody cricket. Watching the Poms lose in the cricket was good. Up near the Kunsa one, George. So you'll have to, when we get over there, George, you'll have to let us know, and we'll have to organise a bit of a get together or something. We haven't seen each other for a while. But you know, that's life. I think if we look at the world, most of our countries aren't what we remembered they have been, and in the last few years they've changed dramatically, where I don't think we fit in any longer. You're not allowed to have a voice. You're not allowed to have an opinion. That's the thing. Yeah, the roads heading north, George, you know, some of them are a bit old and a bit floppy around, you know, but they've been rebuilding them. And I don't know if you really know it. It's actually Rama 10 that funds the roadworks, because it creates employment, and a good road to drive on creates internal, you know, people are then traveling a lot more, and spending money in different towns and things like that. That's Rama 10's belief. Roadworks and a lot and civil works and things like that, making things better, is a good thing. Pincenillook, I actually didn't mind Pincenillook. When we were up there, we found a nice little bar. It was called the 70s, 80s and 90s bar, or something of that nature. Well, the whole part about it, you know, it's not out there in your face what he actually does, but the whole part about it, there's the money's coming from the royal family to do a lot of that kind of stuff. So you've got to say that's a bloody good thing. Yeah, Pincenillook, mainly mate did the big trip up through there, did the kind of the triangle along the Ping River to the Mekong, up and then back down again. Good fun. Although one bus ride was the wrong one. We picked the wrong bus. And when it started raining, we definitely picked the wrong bus and the wrong seats. Oh, shit, yeah, I'll never forget that trip. But then again, that's what you do. That's travelling around, having some fun, seeing what the locals do. But the roads heading north are pretty damn good. Yeah, the bypass. Yeah, I saw on a couple of other blokes' videos, and they travel some fair distances to meet up and go and play golf. They're into the golf thing. Yeah, well, each to their own. But one bloke was, saying from Bangkok to Nong Khai or whatever. He said it was a wonderful trip. He said it was just drove up, zero hassle. He didn't even, well, he obviously stopped a few times, but just drove straight through. Must have got going early in the morning because the little bits and pieces he did show didn't have a lot of traffic on the road. So, but yeah, so you're giving up work now, George? Anyhow, what we'll do. So I'll be the scorer and whatever for the first bit of the show, which is the quiz. Yes. That means she's sick of you, George. Go and make some more money. Piss off for a while. Get out of me hair. But you had a pretty good work experience. It wasn't too bad, or in the end, anyway. But I don't think I'd be really liking the idea of the rig work nowadays. But when I worked out on oil rigs, it was thermal insulation, cladding and all that stuff. Andy, g'day, mate. I tried to ring you a couple of times. But hello and welcome along. Actually, around this time last year when I was over in Thailand, went out and saw a friend of mine, met up with a friend of mine down Rayong, and we had a good drive around where the refineries and all that is. And it was quite interesting. Well, I found it interesting. He's an electrical bloke. So shit, over there, just pull up here. Oh, over there. Oh, yeah. That's that. All the plants are the same. It doesn't matter where they build them. They're all the bloody same. They upgrade a little bit, but they're all the bloody same. And it's not as though you get lost in the places because it's a new place, because their layouts are the same. All right, Andy. Yeah, a new phone. You must have 25 phones. Oh, people. Andy collects phones. I'm sure he collects phones. I think he's got every breed of phone from anywhere and everywhere. But I did hear that you were going walkabout again, Andy. Yeah. Actually, I bought a new one too on the Black Friday sale things. Just one of my old phone, don't ask me how it happened. No, I didn't even hear it, nothing. But I was thinking, where's my phone? And I went up to my mate's place, and anyhow, I'd gone to the toilet, and I don't know how the bloody thing ended up in the toilet because it was in my blasted pocket. But anyhow, could have stuffed that one. And my older phone, they switched off the 4G or whatever it was, and so it won't work. And I got a replacement one, which I don't really like. But on the what's the name sales, obviously Samsung, picked up a phone, and it was $300. It's bloody cheap. Still in the box, actually. I've got to charge it up for walking. Could I go walkabout next week? So yeah, Borneo again, KL. Well, that'll keep you bloody out of trouble, Andy. That's for sure. I've never really been a fan of Kuala Lumpur. Because like I say, I'm a country type bloke. I don't like big cities, really. Like even going into Malaysia or Singapore, don't really like them all that much. I just want to get the hell out of them. Although maybe I've missed out on a hell of a lot over the years, but to me, not really. I like my sanity. But then again, Bangkok at times, although it's there's nowhere near the travellers they used to be, but they still get a good amount. But it's interesting the way things have changed. Yeah, I used to fly. I used to fly Royal Brunei, and I'd done a couple of little, half-day trips on stopovers around the place. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's not often you fly into a country and you fly over all the oil rigs, and the mosque has got real gold on the tile cladding of it, and the king and his staff and that drive around and give every man, woman, and child that's under his control an envelope at Christmas every year or once a year. Bars and prison guards. That's an interesting name. I suppose it took you a while to think of that one. Used to fly on nose powder. Yeah, a lot of people do. Still do. Anyhow, righto. Where are you, Az? He's not back yet. Got me buggered why. Well, ours is still there. Oh, only 2 weeks, Andy. That's not even long enough to unpack your bag. I think when you get hyped up to go, when you pack and all that kind of stuff, you get over there, you start to relax, and then you got to pack your shit up and come back home again. And you go, bugger, I feel like I haven't been anywhere. All right, what we'll do is we'll start getting going on the trivia for tonight. And it is very trivial. Yeah, the last time when you're in China, when you gave me a call and showing us around, that was on that island. That was interesting. Another fellow I watch on YouTube, he goes to China. It's predominantly business, which he kind of combines into a little bit of a holiday thing on his way back to Thailand each year. And some of those trade festival things, blow your mind. But then again, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Lisa, now it's that'd be good morning to you, Lisa. Welcome along. Lisa, how would you like what do you like at scoring? How would you like to help me out and be a scorer tonight, Lisa, for the trivia? Getting back to Dave. Yeah, he's done it for a few years because they were into storage lockers. Like what you have in train stations, airports, and all that kind of stuff. And they were looking for a different type of hinge or at one stage, and they found and locks. They found what they wanted in China because other suppliers, the quality had, slipped apart. And I think this kind of stuff too, as quality had slipped apart or degraded, prices have gone up, and obviously because they were getting them made elsewhere, but but yeah, when Dave was like in the sections of stuff, it's not just one or two people trying to sell their wares. It's shitloads, quality wise, Yeah, 30 days. That's visa on arrival, Andy. Yeah. Just don't fly to China on MH Airlines. You never know where you're going to end up. Probably I shouldn't have said that. But anyhow, rightio. What we'll do, we've got 3 quizzes. So I'm just sitting them down in front of me. We've got left, right, and centre. get to your road, do you? All right, you're gone. And all right. Howie, g'day, mate. Welcome along. Well, what you can do, Lisa, is I'll do it and then I'll get you to come on next week. Okay, what I want from you people is pick one, left, right, or centre. So just whack it in the chat. Left, right, or centre, which one we start off with. Maui, how are you still in Waihin? No worries, Lisa. I would appreciate your help. Huh. No one's interested in trivia tonight. Is that correct? Yeah, well, looks like we'll wait a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, as far as Thailand news goes. Yeah, no worries, Andy. Thanks for popping in, mate. As far as Thailand news goes, which I find I find it interesting, is a company erecting girders between between the supports. Their crane, stuffed up, and it fell on a train that was underneath it. Well, wouldn't you think that heavy lifting wouldn't happen when there's a live track, when trains are going backwards and forwards? You think they'd be either suspending the train service or doing the lifts in between, whatever. But then again, different country, different rules, but not good. Well, life's all right, Lisa. We're actually heading off to Thailand next week. So that'll be good. Bit of a holiday, bit of a look around. Catch up with a few people here and there and see what happens. Do a bit of information seeking and pre-planning. That's the main part of it. Because our intention is to make the big move latter part of the year. We've with no expiry date on it. Just go over and come back if we come back, and if we don't, we don't. Simple as that. Then, like as far as coming back to this area, it'd only be to visit a few friends. That's about it. If I was going to come back to Australia, if I didn't like Thailand, it certainly wouldn't be back down this end of the world. It'd be probably the northern part, and I don't. Yeah. And yep, we'll put a little bit more music on for a bit, and we'll just wait for a few more people to turn up, and then we'll get into this trivia. So we're back in tick. Righto, we're back. Oh, you can't hear anything. Oh, shit. Righto. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault, Luce. Should have told me. Anyhow, if I stuff stuff up, it's pretty normal. Anyhow, we'll get on to this trivia. We'll get on to this trivia and see how your brains are working. Right, so if everybody's ready or whatever, let's get into it. Get this on the way. All right, first of the 1 point questions. And the first of the 1 point questions is, how many is a baker's dozen? How many is a baker's dozen? What, no one can hear me? What the hell's going on here? Can you hear me now? Can somebody tell me if you can hear me? Thanks, Grant. How are you, Grant? All right. People can hear me. That's good. How you been doing, Grant? Righto, no worries. All right, I'm going to get this trivia underway. The first question is, how many is a baker's dozen? We've got one answer. So 1 out of 12 people is interested in trivia. Steve Perrin, you'd be correct on 13. Righto, next question. What is the name of the Victorian town that actor Liam Neeson was filming in fairly recently? Well, a few years ago. Gold mining town. Vic, g'day, mate. Welcome. Actually, it looks like So far, no one's got that question. Now, as the question is, what town, Victorian town, and a tip is it's a gold mining town, Gippsland region too, by the way, did Liam Neeson do their film in? It was a couple of years ago. If you think of a Victorian town that used to have a lot of gold. No, it's not Ballarat. Gippsland, loose Gippsland. They painted the whole town. They did a deal and painted the whole bloody town the colours they wanted. The whole place was shut down for quite a while. All right, no one knows that one. It's actually Walhalla. No one's got that one. That's two in a row. Oh, well, that's the second question, so it's not two in a row. Trent, hello, mate. Welcome along. Third question. What does the F stand for in the acronym FOMO? FOMO. What does the F stand for? Yeah, that was it, Walhalla. You're a bit late, Vic. Oh, well, I'll give it to you, bugger it. It's a bit technical for you, Luce, this one. FOMO is all uppercase as Yep, you got that one. You got that one, Luce. Right. Fourth question. 1 point question. G'day, Tony. Welcome along. You got a busy night, Tony. I don't remember exactly what I did last night, but I was watching some movies and I ran out of beer, which is not a good thing. And I had a bottle of ouzo. Not a good thing. I still feel like shit. Yeah, anyhow, next question, which is the fourth question. True or false? The gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in the human body. Yeah, it's actually true. The gluteus maximus is your ass muscle. And if you look at the Kardashians, yeah. Yeah, gluteus maximus is your ass muscle. And now that one goes to loose. Yes, it does get sat on a lot, but it's also used to propel the body also, Lisa. And that's the end of the one-pointers. And after the one-pointers, we've got Steve Perrin on one, Vic on one, and Luce on two. We'll go on to the two-pointers. How many stars are there on an Australian flag? Which is a little bit prejudiced in some ways. Shit, Lisa's doing really good tonight. 6 is the correct answer. But we actually have 6 states and 1 territory, but that's just the way things go. Loose beat you by a 15th as. All right. In which stage of sleep does vivid dreams occur? In which stage of sleep do vivid dreams occur? Interesting, that, isn't it? And the correct answer is REM, R-E-M. It just happens to be a group called REM, doesn't it? That one goes to Az, which puts him on the board at 2 points. I thought the third quarter was when you woke up and had a piss. Anyhow, righto, next one. Oh, that's a bit too Australian, that one. Although most of us are Australians anyway, so what the hell? If I was visiting the town of Bermagui, what state or territory would I be in? You'd have to be pissed. Yeah, well, actually, Leo said through the week he was going to come along and, try and take Az's crown. Tan the man, welcome, sir. Now, correct answer of that one. Yeah, well, you know it well, Luce, and you get that 2 points, Luce. Rightio, the next question. What is the sun mostly made of? A, hydrogen, B, helium, or C, nitrogen? The correct answer would be A, which is hydrogen. And as wrote hydrogen and Luce wrote A, but as come in first. So that one to Az, so that puts Az on 4, and right at the moment, Luce is on 6. Yeah, well, the thing is, it didn't matter which way. A is easier to write than hydrogen. Rightio. Now we're on to the 3-point questions for the first round. What is the steering wheel on a plane called? What's the steering wheel on a plane called? The correct answer is yoke. And that was the first of the 3-point questions. And the first one on the board with yoke was Az, and then Luke said stick, which is not quite the right answer. That goes to Az, which takes Az to 7, which actually surpasses Luce by 1. Right. Porcini and gnocchi are types of what? Porcini and gnocchi. We have some culinary people there, but they still haven't given me the right answer yet. All right, we'll scratch that one off the list. It's actually mushroom. Next question. Where is the year's Olympics? Where is hang on. I've got to check this. We'll give that question. Yeah. G'day, Robert. Welcome along. Forget about that. Because some of these are a few year old from when I did them. Approximately what percentage of the iceberg shows above the water? 10%, 20%, or 30%? And the correct answer is 10%. So that actually goes to Luce. That's it, Luce. You're back in the. I think you're back in the bloody leaders box again. That was a 3-pointer, which brings Luce to 9. And as on 7. And we've got Mr. Perrin on 1, Vic on 1. And yeah. Yeah, 2/3 of it's under. All right, 4-point question. Ivor Davies is the lead singer of which Australian band? Ivor Davies was the lead singer of which Australian band? Now, just for some fun, who can tell me who the band's original name was? Who can tell me who the original band's name was? Actually, the original name of the band was The Flowers. And the correct answer was Icehouse, which is a 4-point question. And the first one to put Icehouse down is Az. Which takes Az to 11. I would have given extra points if you had said The Flowers as well. Anyhow, doesn't matter. That's over and done with. All right. Well, next question. What age followed straight after the Stone Age? The meth ages now. Correct answer is the Bronze Age, which goes to Mr. Perrin, which brings Mr. Perrin to 5. All right, for this round, we've got the final question, which is a 5-pointer. And here we have it. Here it goes. Here's the clue. Born in New South Wales, I started out as a journalist before becoming a radio TV presenter, motor racing driver, and 5 times Guinness World Record holder. Oh, George Negus, I don't think so. It's actually, the answer to this question is going to surprise you, actually. when you say radio, TV presenter, race car driver, I haven't seen the right answer yet. No, not Ray Martin. Not Willisey. Not Keith Urban. Not, I think you mean Max Verstappen. No. It's actually Grant Denyer. Believe it or not. Grant Denyer. So at the end of the first game, no one got 5 points. And the tally up is Vic is on 1 point. Luce is in on, Vic got 1 point. Steve Perrin ended up with 5 points. Luce ended up with 9 points. And Az ended up with 11. So that's a win to Az on the first round. So go and get yourselves a drink or do a toilet break or, whatever. We'll have a couple of minute break. And we'll come back for the second round. Yeah. Can everybody hear that?
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. I was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car, and 4 years no calls. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't never getting older. We
as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. I was insane. Stay and play that Blink 182 song that we beat to death in Tucson. Okay.
I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car. And 4 years, no calls. Now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar. And I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. No, 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 we ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. No, we ain't ever getting older. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away dreaming.
I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever.
Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing, 'cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing.
And then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever.
I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing, 'cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. And I don't wanna miss one smile. I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you, right here with you, just like this. I just wanna hold you close. I feel your heart so close to mine, and just stay here in this moment for all the rest of time. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Don't wanna close my eyes,
I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Rightio, we're back. We're back. Everybody else back? G'day, South. How you doing, mate? You been having a bit of fun this week? Robert, when are you going back over to Southeast Asia, mate? You back again, Az? You back on board? We'll get going with game 2 in a Banksy. No one's won the quiz yet, mate. That last video you did, Banksy, I liked the graphics and all that. The music was shit. But I don't mean that nasty or anything like that. It wasn't to my taste. Rightio. Everybody ready? We'll get going on to the game 2. Righto. First question is, what does the movie rating R stand for? Yeah, if you're going to watch a movie, you got to make sure that it's got plenty of numbers on it and plenty of letters behind it, like R, N, all that kind of stuff, Sean the Prawn. Hello, Sean. Welcome. Sean, you've been busy on the social media side of things this week. And the correct answer is 1 point question, is restricted. And the first one to come in with restricted, and Tan the Man. Oh, yep, Tan the Man. Well done, Tan. What are you doing going on to gay channels, Luce? That might be something to do with your search history. Over 18. The word I was looking for, Luce, was restricted. Don't worry about it, Luce. You'll get there. Right, second question. 1 point question. What's the name of the iconic dance that starts with a jump to the left? It's just a jump to the left. Now the whole part about it is it came from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Correct. That is the correct bit. But what was the dance called? It was called the Time Warp. And the first one to get that was Mr. Perrin. Tim, welcome along, mate. Welcome along. All right. What breakfast cereal has been represented by a cartoon toucan mascot since 1963? Luce, that was the monkey. And Fruit Loops is the correct answer. And that actually goes to Fruit Loops. First one to say Fruit Loops was Tan. Well done, Tan. Tan, the man, is now on 2 points. Right, third question. Fourth question, which is the last of the 1 pointers. What was the birth name of boxing legend Muhammad Ali? I was just talking about this to a mate of mine today. And it was very interesting. Baghead, welcome. Yes, it was Cassius Clay. And because he refused to fight in they were never wars, they were police actions or whatever. They stripped him of all of his titles, and he changed his whole idea on thing and come back as Muhammad Ali. But it was originally Cassius Clay. And the correct person that got Cassius Clay was Tan the Man again. So that takes Tan the man to 4 points. Tan's kicking ass. Oh, hang on. No, that was a 1-pointer. Scrub that. That was the last of the 1-pointers, not a 2. That gives Tan 3, not 4. But he's still out in front. Right, the first of the 2-pointers. You never know what you're going to get, Dan. First of the 2-pointers. What chewy dessert topping is made from tartar and egg whites, often found on a pie? Topped on the top of a pie, tartar and egg whites. And it's not pavlova and it's not custard. On top of a pie. And to give you a real hint, one of the most popular ones was lemon what pie. There you go. First one in with meringue was actually Steve Perrin. Lemon meringue pie is friggin' lovely. Rightio. The second of the 2-pointers. What is the only vowel on a standard keyboard that is not on the top line of the letters? The only vowel that's not on a standard keyboard on the top line. And the correct answer is A. And that was the first one to put up A. Baghead. Baghead's on the board with 2 points. Well done. Tan the man said I. I's on the top line. And it's a vowel. First letter key on the bottom, on the second line down is A. And it's a, yeah, and it's a vowel. Righto, here's an easy one. What was Princess Diana's maiden name? Zed's not Banksy. Zed's not a friggin' vowel. It's a consonant. And how's that, people? The first score for this gentleman on the second round, that one goes to Az, which he gets himself 2 points for. Which he's in the mix there. All right. The last of the 2-point question. Fuchsias, vents, and plugs are all associated with which geological feature? I'll have a look, Banksy. I'll have a look. Actually, Az didn't get that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Baghead got it. So Az has got no score there. There, bugger. Baghead got it. Which takes Baghead to 4. Well, thanks for saying that, Banksy. I just went back and checked a little bit more correctly. Come on, think about it. Let's go back up here. Well, I think I'll throw this question in the bin or save it for another day. It's actually volcanoes, and none of you's got it. All right, so we're moving along now. The 3-point questions. Don't worry about it. You'll hear it again in another month's time or whatever. What is the word for the weather event also called a winter hurricane? What is the name or what is the word for the weather event also called a winter hurricane? No, you didn't, Banksy. You can't scam points. We're pretty rigid here. There's 2 words in it. A winter event. This would be more relevant in the northern hemisphere. You should know this one, Banksy. It's called something. We're getting we're getting we're getting half of it. We're not getting a whole lot of it. Oh, Banksy, shut up! You're whinging like a bitch. You didn't get a point. I'm going to tell you the answer because it's a bomb cyclone and none of you's got it. All right, next question. What is celebrated on February 2 and is also a film? What is celebrated on the 2nd of February and is also a film? This is more for the American type, but we've seen the movie. There are a couple of fucking goes out of it. I think Dan Aykroyd was in the movie. Been a few movies about this so-called. Geez, the Americans come up with some stupid shit. Well, actually, Aztecs got it. Groundhog Day. So Az has actually hit the scoreboard with a 3-point question, which gives you 3 points. You know what they say about Father's Day, Luce? Father's Day is Mother's Night. Yeah. You could be so lucky, lucky, lucky. All right, moving right along. What is the largest living structure on Earth? What is the largest living structure on Earth? Largest living structure on Earth. Here's Leo from Freo and Dave the Dasher. Welcome, gentlemen. Hope you're feeling good, Dave. Correct answer is the Great Barrier Reef. And the first one to put that up was Mr. Perrin. All right, the last on this round, the last of the 3-pointers. Which mammal has no vocal cords? Which mammal has no vocal cords? This looks like another question that's going to go to the ask it again in a month's so time, you know. Oh, yeah, the correct answer for that was giraffe, and no one got that one. So moving right along, we go to the 4-point questions. Which famous art movement did Picasso co-create? Pablo Picasso. Which famous art movement did Pablo Picasso create? Finger painting? You got to think outside the box. No, we haven't got the right answer. It was Cubism. Picasso got into Cubism. Whoopee-doo. Righto. The next 4-point question. In what country is fermented shark, which smells heavily of ammonia, treated as a national delicacy? Rightio. We got the right answer there. And actually, Leo from Frio got that one on Iceland, ahead of as. So it looks like we have a bit of a there. So maybe the winner of this round is the one who takes out the 5-point question, which is a long and drawn out one. Fill in the missing words of the Proverbs. All good roads lead to. Make my heart grow fonder. Journey of 1,000 miles. Time is the enemy of my enemy. All right, we'll break it down and do it at one at a time. All good roads lead to what? Yeah. All right, South, you got that one. Rome. All right, the next one. We'll break, I'm going to say break them down. Something make the heart grow fonder. Oh, hang on, we got Az has gone for the whole deal of it here, and you haven't got it right, Az. Rome was the right one. Distance is not the second one. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. The first one in with that was Mr. Perrin. A journey of 1,000 miles is a journey of 1,000 miles. It's not hard. It's not hard, Leo. You've heard it before. There it is. Starts with a single step. Mr. Perrin. Right. Time is what? That's the saying. Time is, or the proverb. Time is. No, haven't seen it yet. Well, the time is of the essence. That is a saying, but not the one I'm looking for. So we haven't got this one yet. Hang on, we'll go back over here. Time is money. So no one gets that one. The enemy of my enemy. The enemy of my enemy is right. Yeah, give us a tick and I'll work this one out. But you got that right, Dave. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, hang on. No, you got it right, Dave. So did South. So did. But Dave got it right way back before. Right, we'll just do a bit of adding up here. So we've got South's on 1 point. Dan the Man on 3. Steve Perrin on 6. And Leo on 4. Az on 3. There you go. Wasn't that exciting? Wasn't that exciting? You weren't ripped off, Az. You didn't fucking answer it right. Simple as that. So I'll just play a bit more of that riveting music for you, where we just go and have a little break for a moment. And then we'll continue along with a quiz, another short break, and then we'll just open the panel for a bit. And you do realise if you have any complaints, you can email it, or you can phone 1300 Who Gives a Fuck. Banksy knows where the channel is, but if you don't answer it right, there's no favouritism. That would be seen as terrible if I did favouritism.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. And anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all. And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. say something. And no, I can't take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's waiting is regret. And don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? You lost the love I loved the most.
I learned to live half a life, and now you want me one more time.
And who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Who do you think you are?
I hear you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found. But I have grown too strong to ever fall back in your arms.
I've learned to live half a life, and now you want me one more time. And who do you think you are? Run around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? It took so long just to feel alright. Remember how to put back the light in my eyes.
I wish I had missed the first time that we kissed, 'cause you broke all your promises, and now you're back. You don't get to get me back.
And who do you think you are? Run around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. And who do you think you are? Run around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, and tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Lovely song. Lovely song. I'm laughing at the chat. The whole part about it is there's nothing rigged. And you're right, I used to say one line. That was it. You still didn't get that, Ash. Debs, welcome. Right. At the moment, from game one, as on 11 for that one. Game 2. What a schmozzle. But Perrin won that on 6. Oh, dear. And Banksy tried to get a point, but he didn't happen. Like I said, there's no prejudice here. Yeah, right. We're going to start off with the last of the trivia questions for the evening. And as normal, 1 point questions. The album Black in Black was by which rock group? Black in Black. And of course, the iconic, never to be forgotten AC/DC. And the first one in was Leo from Freo, closely followed by Dave the Dasher, and then Az. Oh, yeah. Second question, 1 point question. Which film franchise features the character name known as Q? Yeah, you didn't drink enough, Banksy, if you can't get to sleep. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe it. Hey, James Bond, the Bond movies was Q. That one goes to 10. Right, third of the 1 point questions. What is the lowest rank in the army? What's wrong, guys? The fucking wheel's falling off the car. Star Trek, for fuck's sake. Lowest rank in the army is a private. And that actually goes to Leo from Freo, which is now leading on 2 points. Recruit's only a recruit. Once you go through your basic, then you're actually into the army. Your basic training is where they separate the men from the boys, or the boys from the girls, you might say, or whatever. Or the would-be's if they could be's. Right. The last of the 1 point questions. What is the highest number written on a standard dartboard? What is the highest number written on a standard dartboard? Banksy. Listen to the questions. Correct answer is 20 is the highest written number. It's top dead centre or top dead, top. And it's 20, which is Steve Perrin got that one. Well done, Mr. Perrin. All right, now we're on to the 2-point questions. What type of animal is on the Peugeot logo? Or Peugeot? What type of animal's on the Peugeot logo? Oh, geez, you're lagging tonight, Az. What's going on, mate? Correct answer is the lion, and the first one in was Leo. So that brings Leo up to 4 points. Tan's on 1. Mr. Perrin is on 2. Az is on none. Rightio, second question on the 2 points. What vessel was Captain Nemo the captain of? Oh, I can see some hostility happening here. Okay. And the correct answer is Nautilus. And the first one in with Nautilus was Mr. Perrin. So that takes, that's right, the book was Jules Verne. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, to be exact, wasn't it? Mr. Perrin got that one, which Leo's on 4. Mr. Perrin is on 3. Az is still on 0. What's going on, Az? Oh, it is an Australian one. If I was visiting Glenelg, what state or territory would I be in? Yeah, well, Banksy, you might be right as far as Glasgow, but we're talking about basically over here. Glenelg's in South Australia. And just down the road from there was where Jimmy Barnes grew up. All right, so who was the first one to say South Australia? Leo from Freo, which takes him to 6. I knew what you were saying, Dave, so it didn't matter. It was fine. You came in second on that one. You came in second. All right, the last of the 2-pointers. What gas is sometimes used to boost the speed of race cars? What gas is used to boost the speed of race cars? And the correct answer is nitrous oxide, or nitrous. And the first one in with that was Aztec. Welcome to the scorers board. All right, now we're going into the 3-point questions. All John Deere tractors are branded with yellow and what other colour? Okay. Correct answer is green. Because they painted green and got the yellow stripes on them. And the first one to come in with a green was Dave the Dasher. Well done, Dave. So that's brought the board up to interesting. Tan's on 1. Mr. Perrin's on 3. Az is on 2. Dave is now on 3, but Leo is on 4. All right, next question. In our solar systems, what planet sits between Jupiter and Uranus? Yeah, we knew Uranus would have to come into it, didn't we? Okay. Correct answer is Saturn. And I know spelling and stuff like that's, well, we don't, as long as I can understand it. So I'm giving that one to South. Well done, South. I don't know, maybe refresh, Lisa. Just go up the top of your screen and hit the little arrowy thing with the what's the name and just refresh. Oh, yes, I remember this. I think most fellas would remember this movie. What was the name of the movie that Sharon Stone uncrossed her legs while being interrogated, causing a huge sensation? Was it basic instinct or fatal attraction? That was actually basic instinct. So the first one in with basic instinct was Mr. Perrin. Closely lagging behind was Az, who hasn't scored yet this round. Bit surprising, isn't it? Right, moving right along. We'll go to the first of the 4-point questions. What does the prefix bio mean? B-I-O. What does that mean? You've all concentrated on, but not what the meaning of bio is. So no one got that one right. It's life. Bio's life. So no one got that one. Moving right along. On the 13th of January, 2012, what was the name of the cruise ship in Tuscany that hit the rock on the seafloor and partially sunk? Keep thinking, Dave. That's right. The captain wasn't even on the boat. He was out in the piss. Yeah. What's that? The thing about hierarchy. Blame somebody else and do a runner. Abandoned ship. Then first one off. Right out was the Costa Concordia. And the closest I got that is Dave. So Dave gets 4 points for that one. Which brings Dave to 7. Who's actually leading? And the next question, the 5-point question, is about a person. Who am I? I am a French-born Australian who is a TV presenter, radio host, actress and comedian. Among other things, I have worked with Bell Shakespeare Company and have hosted a music quiz on SBS since 2005. I'm going to give it to you as, even though you didn't sell it right, it's Julia Zemiro. Zemiro. Yeah, I tell you what, it's not a face you really want to picture, especially having a dream, Dave. There. So that concludes, and the winner on that round is Dave the Dasher on 7 points. So tonight's actual winner, looking at all the scores, the first round has got 11. Steve Perrin got 6. The third round, Dave got 7. So, you know, I'm going to have to do it. I'll say for the highest score out of the 3 rounds goes to Az. Muchly by default, seeing he hasn't answered fuck all questions except for the first round. I don't know how you did that. Well, I can understand the frustration, people. That's why we're going to have a short break, and we'll throw the panel open for a bit. Not going to be a long night tonight, mainly because I was a dickhead last night too, and I'm on countdown. I've got a couple of jobs to finish off and then pack the bags and get out of here. So we'll put that bit of background music on for a little bit longer and go and grab yourselves a drink. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll be back very shortly.
Skies are crying, I am watching, catching teardrops in my hands. Only silence as it's ending, like we never had a chance. Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing left of me?
You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper. Go on and try and tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper.
As the smoke clears, I awaken and untangle you from me. Would it make you feel better to watch me while I bleed? All my windows still are broken, but I'm standing on my feet.
You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass, down, I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper.
Go run, run, run. I'm gonna stay right here and watch you disappear. Oh, hey.
Go run, run, run. Yeah, it's a long way down, but I am closer to the clouds up here.
You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am, like I'm made of glass, like I'm made of paper.
Go on and try and tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper. I still remember the look on your face, late through the darkness at 1:58. The words that you whispered were just us to know. You told me you loved me, so why did you go away? Away.
I do recall now the smell of the rain, fresh on the pavement. You ran off the plane. That July 9th, the beat of my heart, it jumped through my shirt. Hope you still feel my arms.
Now I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. I never thought we'd have a last kiss. I never imagined we'd end like this. Your name, forever the name on my lips. I do remember the swing of your step, the life of the party, you're showing off again. And I roll my eyes and then you pull me in. I'm not much for dancing, before you I did.
Because you loved my handshake. Me and your father said you loved how I walked with my hands in my pockets, how I'd kiss you when you were in the middle of saying something. I pray that you still miss those rude interruptions.
Now I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. I never thought we'd have a last never imagined we'd end like this. Your name, forever the name on my lips. So I'll watch your life in pictures like I used to watch you sleep, and I'll feel you forget me like I used to feel you breathe, and I'll keep up with our old friends just to ask them how you are. Hope it's nice where you are. I hope the sun shines and it's a beautiful day, and something reminds you you wish you had stayed.
I never planned on making you cry, but not letting go would be living a lie.
So I'll go sit on the floor wearing your clothes. All that I know is I don't know how to be something you miss. I never thought we'd have a last kiss. I never imagined we'd end like this. Your name, forever the name on my lips, just like a last kiss.
Forever the name on my lips.
Forever the name